Hello everyone, and a big thank you to Test Drive community for this amazing platform to learn and share. Today in this talk, I would like to discuss about 5 challenges I have faced as a new QA lead. It is indeed a proud moment for everyone when promoted to a leadership role. But at the same time, we cross path with several challenges after being promoted. And the same goes for me. So here are the 5 challenges I have faced. The first one is mindset change. The second one is context switching. The third one is sharing constructive feedback with my team members. The fourth is building team's trust. And last but not the least is stakeholder management. So let's start with the first one, mindset change. So, in the transition part from an individual contributor to a new lead, there are many new responsibilities. But my way of doing work still reflected the old way of working, that is, as an individual contributor. I was not able to guide my team as a leader should actually do. When someone asked for help, I used to tend to take the task on my own plate. So what happened was I was not able to maintain the balance between the two roles and my work used to get piled up. So what are my learnings and how do I overcome this? Nowadays I stick to two things to overcome this challenge. The first one is success parameter. Uh, so it actually took some time to change my mindset and understand that success parameter has changed now. It is not about me anymore, it is more about my team. So my success now depends on how much I'm able to help my team to solve their concerns, to unblock them in their work. The next important thing I understood is delegation. So as a leader, once we understand the organization's vision and the client needs, we have to accomplish them as a team. So here comes my role as a leader. So my job is now to uh, to plan and delegate specific tasks to my team members so that along with the work done they can now focus on learning and work on their strengths and skills. The next challenge is context switching. I think this is something we all have to face in our work. But after becoming the lead, the challenge has reached to another level, and this has badly impacted my productivity in work. A people management meeting, adoption of a new tool in your organization, or it can be a change of a new process, project UAT, feature demos, RCA meetings. A lead has to get involved in multiple things. In the day, we are working on something, we're trying to focus on something, and then another message comes up, hey, can you help me with this? So, context switching happens multiple times in the day, and productivity in work decreases due to poor focus. At the end of the day, most of my task plan for the day gets piled up, and I can say the status is still incomplete. How do I overcome this? So I'm still not able to overcome this completely, and I would be really grateful if you can share how do you overcome this at your workplace. Uh, so nowadays I stick to these points whenever possible. The first one is blocking my calendar and scheduling proper meetings. The second one is making daily to-dos. And the third one is plan my focus time using Pomodoro technique. That is, I break my work into intervals and then plan my focus time and also keep notes handy. And I avoid taking ad hoc requests or tasks. If any ad hoc request comes, I ask my team if that can wait, and ask to schedule a meeting. The next one is I avoid last minute meeting, and also I do not jump to any conclusion instantly. I give specific time we discuss and then come to a conclusion. So the next challenge is sharing constructive feedback with my team members. Uh, yeah, we all know the importance of feedback, both positive and negative. So feedback helps us to learn more about our strengths and weaknesses. We understand our behaviors better, and also we understand the impact of our actions. Thus, overall, it helps a team to grow more effectively towards a goal. And sharing negative or constructive feedback was very stressful to me. I was very reluctant uh, uh, and hesitant to give a negative feedback. I used to worry, like if the team takes that feedback in a negative way. So, what are my learnings and how do I overcome? So recently I got to know about two methods of giving feedback. The first one is sandwich method of giving feedback. Here in this type of method, constructive feedback is sandwiched between positive feedbacks. So we first talk about positive feedback, then in between we talk something about negative feedback, and then again we end the conversation with a positive feedback. In this type of feedback, what happens is we focus more on the positive side, and somewhere the constructive or the negative feedback gets hidden or not focused well. So I understood that I was more prone to give a sandwich method of feedback. The next method of giving feedback is the SBI method. SBI stands for situation, behavior, and impact. In this type of feedback, we talk about the specific situation, we talk about the specific behavior in that situation, and also the impact it had in the team and the organization. This is a more specific way of giving feedback. So these are my learnings. I stick to SBI wherever possible. I do periodic feedback sessions with my team. I try to put myself in my team's shoes, listen to them, and ask their feedback. Also, I do not forget to give positive feedback. And the next challenge I faced is building team's trust. So, when I was promoted as a team lead, I was very unsure about gaining the trust of my team. Many times I doubt myself, am I justifying the new role? I had many questions in my mind. Like, how can they be sure that I'm the right person whom they can rely on for any concerns? Am I able to guide them the right way? And when they have doubts or queries, am I able to solve them as per their expectations? The reviews and the impact areas, am I able to indicate to them when they miss anything while doing any feature testing? Then, if any change is required in the QA process, am I able to identify and solve it as per the requirements? Am I also able to help them to identify the automation scope and strategies to achieve those? So many questions came to my mind. So, how do I overcome this challenge and what are my learnings? Trust yourself before your team can trust you. This is the first point which I realized after uh, being promoted. So, uh, what I did was I did my certification, testing certification. The main reason for doing was to understand the testing strategies and processes which are being used across the globe. So read multiple leadership and testing books, blogs. So I could actually connect this contents with my work. So it helped me to take better decisions as a lead, and also it boosted my confidence. The second point is be with your team whenever they need you. So I always try to be more open, supportive, and honest, and always show empathy and understand their concerns. The next point is learning with experiences. So a team's trust in their leader does not build in one day. It is built gradually. So there are many things a leader may not know and might make mistakes. So do accept it when something went wrong or you did a mistake. We always learn through our mistakes. Rather than pretending to know everything, it is better we admit that we don't know. We can always we can always consult other colleagues or other experts for information and help. The next challenge is stakeholder management and communication. Effective stakeholder management is a very critical skill for a QA lead. Stakeholders can be like engineering managers, product managers, and the board of directors. Uh, I also recently got feedback on this. I have learned and understood the importance of this and want to share the same with you all. So, why this is important and how a QA lead can handle this? So, the first point is effective decision making. So, we know the organization vision better if we communicate with the stakeholders, and thus we can make better planning in terms of quality. The next point is bridging gap by sharing the information. Now, the stakeholders might have different perception, confusion, or concerns about the quality of the project. So, communicating effectively at the right time can help us to remove this. We can share our testing updates, also we can give up the resource updates. We can talk about the automation updates. We can also get feedback about the testing process or anything about testing, and also we can talk about our concerns. The next point is removing roadblocks and delays. So there can be many roadblocks or delays during testing. It can be a resource crunch or bug fix delays, no proper documentation, or not able to follow the QA process. There can be infra issues. So we can avoid this on time by having a good stakeholder management and communication. And the last but not the least is it helps in building trust and goodwill. So next is how do we communicate? We can have periodic meetings with the stakeholders. We can share the periodic testing progress reports with them. We can also share QA summary reports, and and we can share our learnings and improvements with them. So these are the 5 summary points I would like to conclude my talk today. The first one is success of a lead depends on how much he can help team to solve their concerns or unblock them in their work. The next point is trust yourself before your team can trust you. Share constructive feedback so that team can work more effectively towards a goal. Plan your focus time well to be more productive at work. And the last but not the least is effective stakeholder management can help in effective decision making and remove roadblocks in testing. Thank you, everyone.